Alright, I don't think there's anything I can really do with 4 energy tanks. Or, well, let's double check. I don't know. Perfect Guard would be, if I had 10, Perfect Guard would probably be a decent choice, just because it's like, if I'm not absorbing, if I'm not guarding anyways, then I might as well get something out of it. Yeah, let's hold off. Let's continue. Oh, we got one of those bots again. Let's do the, like, 10-minute freaking process of reporting a user, because it takes forever. How were these created in 2016 if they haven't been caught yet? It's a chat message. Spam. Spam. Ban the user. Hey, Cabby. It probably is, but it's getting reported and banned anyways. That's funny though. And yeah, Mac, I think that might be the difference. So you were into arcade shmups, and I think for me, when I was playing shmups, or I'm sorry, when I was playing stuff in arcades, shmups weren't really a thing in the arcades that I played at. Majority of my shmup experience was console, especially like early Gradius, especially Life Force, Gradius 3, which incidentally was the first game that I had purchased for myself, like, you know, the first game that I owned with my own money. It was a birthday purchase, basically. It was like, here's, you know, we're gonna give you money and you could buy whatever you want. We're gonna go to like Toys or I know it was I think it was either Kitty City Toys, the one with the kangaroo. Can't remember which one it was. And my brother bought Street Fighter 2, and I bought Gradius 3, and I dove deep into that game. And I also, that was the first time when I saw Contra 3, and it blew my mind. That game is still one of the most arcade quote-unquote games I've ever played my entire life. Alright, I don't remember what the stages were, so let's plunge ahead. What is my weapon layout? I don't think I have what I should be having here. I'm gonna check. Oh, okay, so let's do laser and attack power. I'm pretending that'll be a better choice. And in fact, instead of the reflective ray laser, we'll do diagonal rear shot. I didn't get the jet missiles yet, did I? And I have 5 energy tanks. I want to see how good these are. Damn, the visual on that is so. I like the sprite for that for that particular shot, the super bomb. regular rear shot. Or I don't know. Stick with what we have for now. Very much like the jet missiles, whatever they're called. Oops. I'm taking big hits here. Man, they are not messing around. So sitting on top of it, even though I've got the meter charged, is giving me extra bombs, so I'm trying to keep doing that as best as I can. Like, this is basically free bomb charge while I wait. That's what they've been trying to tell me the entire time. Oh, while we're here, let's do reflective laser. Should be a little better for me, I think. So, 2 reflective lasers will do it, I think. Full coverage. See the hit. Here's one of the ones I missed. I think, or no, I don't know if I got it last time or not, to be fair. Do regular laser. Not really much else I can do stabilizer-wise. You know, the funny thing is, if I didn't want to stabilize, I could do another. I have 13 energy tanks. I could take another thing. Could do. What was it? Where was it? I could do like guard power or guard absorption. Probably was a better choice here. It's for 8. And then Super Mob sockets aren't really helping me, I don't think. I think I'm using these plenty. But then again, if I get the additional charge speed, maybe that's better. So let's get rid of the rear reflective and just do the absorption. So wait, number 2 is turned off. So, so you can only use one EX? Really? Interesting. I thought you could combine those. So in that case, I'd benefit then from having the rear reflective laser. Wish I hadn't taken the hit there. Oh, and do regular rear shot for now. Well, maybe not. Governor General Azuma order us to be vigilant, but you are no match for Gigant. I guess you could just grab them while you're here, huh? You know what? I'm gonna put all the good stuff in the front. Sorry, Xeris. This particular one is a bit flashy. I will agree with that. I think Trace Bits will be the next increase. Missiles. Also, how are you doing? What am I looking for? Missiles, homing jet, and then then I'll get like some rear shot, like diagonal. Oh, it occurs to me I'm not even damaging that one right. I forgot how this one worked. I had to be attacking these guys, right. There we go. Rejoice. The Drainus is complete. Layla? Those words. Azuma said the same thing earlier. Governor General? Governor General Azuma? The Governor General would never come to a place like this. Don't speak his name so lightly. But why? A transmission from Azuma had just come through. Arena, this is bad. It's the chaos. The future is beginning to change drastically. You were supposed to defeat Azuma and save Layla, but as long as Azuma doesn't show up, you'll have to fight Layla. Why is this happening? I believe it was caused by the slightest change in words, the slightest change in actions. When even these minuscule changes add up, they can cause much larger changes to occur. Is there a New Game Plus 2 then? That has the final final ending? Or, you know, whatever the end of the what I guess would be considered to be the single run. Like how Zero Ranger is more than just the one. Not being able to stack the EXs is a bit of a bummer. So I guess my next target is Perfect Guard then. Oh, and I will choose. Can I do the 5-way shot? Just to have a lot of shot. Okay, never mind. The damage in this sucks. This is a popcorn enemy shot. That's doing like nothing. Okay. Go back to lasers for now. That's a safe option. I think the beams, the wave laser is probably the better choice here. Those are coming back, I bet. Yep, yep. Regular rear shot. I don't know what I want for this one. I have like a millisecond to get the Hurricane Bomb to hit. Hit the wrong button as I'm doing it too. Well, come back in a minute for another shot, I guess. This is pretty decent damage. Yeah. So get rid of that again. Something. Okay, yeah. This is the one I can't hit just yet. Getting in the center of this is like another mistake. Right, here's all the Drainuses they're launching now. Their life. Ooh, now there's the recorder I missed. This would be a great target for Hurricane. Now the question is, what am I doing with this one? Hurricane is going to work. Can I sit on it? Oh, I don't have the back shot anymore, right? It's in the back. Oh, wave shot's better here. I think. Actually, I'm not really super sure. Good enough. Carlo Empire will not forgive you. Will reduce you to cosmic dust. Layla, are you serious? Earlier, you tried to let us go. You had a heart. The Carlo Empire will not forgive you. Will take the Drainus and your lives. Resistance is futile. Layla, something is wrong. This future has changed too much. It's a very confusing future for sure. I guess a guard socket's gonna have to happen, right? That's kind of honestly the best thing for me right now, just start sacking this stuff. And then, I guess I'll go back to laser? I don't even know anymore. Do 3-shot, that's a safe choice. Busy. Really wanted to kill that one? Their extra life. Oh, so the vertical, part of the benefit of the vertical one is that you can clear physical projectiles. That's the benefit from that. So you have a lot of physicals right next to you. You can probably shoot that out and go backwards. Yeah, you can charge super bump so quickly with this. Yeah, I should probably have been leaning more into that. Don't worry about unlocking the first slot so soon. Yeah, and I'm learning this a good bit. That's why I'm catching up on lives. All right, I always miss that. There we go. Much better. And now this is entirely a way to charge your bombs. Definitely gotta be a bit more careful. I'm gonna guess this thing's gonna fight back or change. Right? No. Hurry up and charge as quickly as I can. going to execute you all. Get ready. Layla, what happened? Oh, you know what? I think you're invulnerable during a super shot. Not sure. Why I need these? Yeah, I'm taking so many hits here. Who is under this? Oh, we got some different music here. There you are! Watching two sisters part. What a show to behold. Zumo, I'll let you in on a secret. What you were seeing was a computer-generated version of Layla. The real Layla has long been locked away for treason against me. Or rather, for future treason. How do you know about that? Annie, do you really think that you were the only one who'd come from the future? I was wondering about this. I too am from the future, and I can use the time jumper as well. And more than you at that. But what? I used the time jumper at the moment of the explosion. I went back to the past before you and Layla had, before you and had Layla detained. Then I enhanced our army and waited to ambush you. I told you I still had an ace up my sleeve. So that was it. That ace was the time jumper. I thought he was going to self-destruct. Self-destruct? Huh. Do you really believe that I, Azuma, would launch such a petty attack? Victory depends on who is best prepared for anything. Remember that. No one is coming to save you this time. Now, the time has come for your execution. Well, I have 7 lives. Oh, I literally thought I was charging. I have to sit and wait for a minute. This is rough. This is very rough. I'm losing lives left and right. God damn it. Well, petulant little insect. Now I'm going to reduce you to cosmic dust. This is the weapon that tore the planet Halpax to shreds. Even the Drainus is no match for it. Can the beam's energy is too powerful. I can't absorb it all. Don't you give up, Arena. Together, the two of us can take this attack. Layla. You. But how? How did you escape from prison? I wonder. Knowing that won't help, since you're about to die anyway. God. You made a fool of me for the last time. But I've got an ace up my sleeve. I can use the time jumper to return to the past as many times as I want. Oh no, he can return to the past freely. Where is it? My time jumper, it's gone. That time whatever thing, is this it? You, where did you get that? You're the naive one, old man. I'm just a filthy pickpocket, remember? That's why they kept pointing it out. Layla. Of course, when I detained you, you grabbed onto me. That's when you took it. Took you long enough to notice. Damn you! I wasn't looking super closely at the health bar, but I feel like they gave me that one. It looked like he had like a quarter of his health left. Oh, get my life back. I don't know if I'm not sure I feel like I earned that one. I thought for sure I was not progressing at a quick enough rate. I was getting more aggressive though with the super though. This is Earth, the planet Daddy was born on. It's so beautiful, and the clean, uncontaminated air. This is sure to help with Daddy's illness. Genny and Layla, it's all thanks to you. I did it for myself. I don't deserve any thanks. Hey, Javotic. Hehe. We were in real danger back there. And Azuma had returned to the past before us. That means when the decision was made to go back to the past, it was right in the middle of a historically corrective timeline. Had we not chosen to return to the past just then, we would have ended up taking on the further reinforced Carl Empire with our own weakly equipped Drainus, and we would have lost. By the way, I think it's a typo, Gehi. Yeah, there's some typo here. You're from the future, huh? In that case, here, I'm gonna hand this over to you. Oh, he had one more. You can hand, Genny can get back. A time jumper, are you sure? I don't need it anyway. That's great, Genny. Now you can return to the future. A new future, free from the tyranny of the Carl Empire. That sounds nice. Genny, you're fading away. I wonder if this is one of those things where by getting rid of the Carl stuff, Genny wouldn't have existed in the first place. Well, it looks like the historically corrective time lag has caught up to the future. The future in which the Carl Empire rules over all of space has disappeared. Mission accomplished. Historically corrective? What do you mean? I'm a humanoid, created to fight against the Carl Empire. Once the Carl Empire ceases to exist, then so do I. The future has changed. What? No, Genny, we've come all this way together. It can't be helped. Goodbye, Irina, Layla. No more fighting now, you two. Got it? Genny, but history has changed. I believe that's what has happened. Irina, our future will change too. No, we'll change it ourselves. Layla, you and me, and Daddy, together, we'll make a new history here on this planet called Earth. My understanding is that there is some sort of arcade mode too. I'm not going to start a new game, but I want to see what the modes are. Okay, let me see. So standard, regular, so easy, standard, experts, one-hit death. No claims regarding the game's difficulty will be entertained. Oh, interesting. It even changes to changes the logo in the back. Competition mode. Weapons acquired can only be enhanced charged once, and stages cannot be selected. Acquired can enhance charged once. I know there was a stage select. Or it's the ability to retry stages. Let's take a look. Let me see. Hold on, I don't want to go to... Hold on. You can replay the stage from the beginning, or test play another stage you've already completed. Here, okay, that's what's going on, yeah. That's your stage select. So arcade is you gotta do all in one shot, which I already kind of did. Let me go back to the main menu. Here we go. So yeah, I don't know if that counts as a 1cc or not. I mean, I was juggling hits there quite a lot. I almost had to continue at the very, very last quarter or less of the last boss's HP. Oh, cool! That is a very gigantic shmup. A 3-hour playthrough, a little bit under 3 hours, I think. Gradius 5, I think, is the longest one I've ever played, which is like an hour. Like a 1cc of that is an hour of a run. The game is very, very long. This one, for the pace of it, is ridiculous. Going on that long with that many things, this is intense. I'm actually gonna go and check to see if does that count as a 1cc? Is there even I don't even know there's an achievement for it. Oh, so getting all the stuff. So literally, it's get all the recorders from the stages that I didn't go to yet, or I didn't get the recorders from, and then just buy the rest of the stuff, pretty much. Huh. The funny thing is, if I had done better in the earlier stages, I would have had way more lives. Getting through without using a continue on a first attempt was quite lucky. But yeah, I guess unless Deja Vu is inaccessible, unless you haven't spent I don't know if there are credits or anything. I don't know what the equivalent would be. I guess arcade mode would technically be the one where they would have a 1cc as something they recognize. Not a lot of choices here. I actually have no idea what this is. Screen shake out of events. I'm gonna go into I don't even know. I'm gonna hop into a level real quick and see what your hitbox really looks like. I believe it's really small. I'll just pop onto this one real quick and see. Oh, it's above. I thought it was like centered in the engine. It's the back of the cockpit. Okay. I didn't check the last recorder. There's 3 of them. Jeez. Take a look. Hey, have you heard? Apparently the Drainus prototype was stolen. Yeah, I heard about that. With all that security on the vault, how could anyone possibly have stolen it? Even if you could to leave the vault, you'd first have to get inside, and which is impossible. There is some localization cleanup that needs to happen here. Yeah, maybe someone warped inside the vault or something? The warp thing reminds me. They say the Drainus, with its small size, is able to enter warp holes. At that size, I never thought I'd see the day when warp travel would be possible for a fighter plane, let alone an aircraft carrier or battleship. They can absorb enemy energy bullets and accumulate enormous amounts of energy, so they can generate the enormous amount of energy needed for warp travel, even at that small size. That's amazing. Drainus was Governor General Azumo's brainchild, wasn't it? Apparently Governor General Azumo went absolutely ballistic when he heard that the Drainus had been stolen. Find the thieves immediately. He was screaming like a madman. That's understandable. Ridiculous amounts of money have been poured into the development of that thing. But he also said, so, they finally set them over. Maybe Governor General Izumo has an idea of who it was who stole the ship. Curious. Daddy, are you just gonna sit here on the slave planet and wait for your condition to get worse? You can't do that. That's not who you are. You've always told us, if you're ever unsure about something, just take the challenge. You told us it's better to give it your best shot and end up regretting it than to regret doing nothing. Future person. Is this really safe? Can I really trust that my daughter won't be put in danger? To be honest, I cannot guarantee that. However, in order to prevent galactic war from breaking out in the future, we need your daughter's help. Galactic war. Hey, Daddy, please. There are people who need me. If I'm able to save countless people's lives in the future, then I want to help out. Yeah. Whatever reasons people may create to try to rationalize it, war is evil. And if you're able to stop it from happening, there's even a small chance of you succeeding, then you've got to do what you can. Daddy, it's okay. I'll be sure you make it to E316. Your planetary compatibility disorder is sure to improve there. As you have likely already heard, the Council has decided to send you back 50 years into the past. I'm aware. 50 years in the past. You will need to destroy 6 of the Carl Empire's early polycore devices. The polycores were not considered to be as crucial to the Carl Empire back then as they are today. So destroying the polycores will enable us to avoid galactic war? The Council believes so. After the galactic war, the various planets of the galaxy were wiped out, and the Carl Empire took all of space under its control. After gradually colonizing planet after planet, the only place left not under the control of the Carl Empire is here. Someone has to change this history. Allow me to ask, if I do go back to the past and change the future, would all of you even recognize this? According to our research on space-time travel, it appears that when history is revised, there is a time lag of a few minutes to a few hours before a new future is established. After that time lag, we will be living in a new future, unaware of what has happened. This means that a few hours after you have changed the future, we will forget that we had sent you. Time lag is also mysterious. The time temper only has enough battery power for 2 trips. You can go back to the past and then return. That's all. Once you've come back to this time period, if the Carl Empire is no longer in power, then your mission will have been accomplished. When that happens, I may no longer be a soldier, I guess. And I may no longer be council chairman. By the way, this mission is top secret. As you know, space-time travel is prohibited by Carlo law, so your mission will not come to light. Now, go back to the past and do not speak out about the mission to anyone but your collaborators. Understood. Although they prohibited space-time travel, it is believed that the Carlo Empire is illegally traveling through space-time. There may be others I wish I had read this sooner. There may be others traveling through space-time, time and space, besides you, so be very careful. So there's 2 more beyond this, or well, there's 1 more beyond this that I would have gotten as well. Interesting. Well, cool, yeah. This is solid. I've been wanting to see more horizontal shmups, and I hope this fares very, very well, because I feel like who would want to attempt a big giant shmup like this when it's such a niche thing. I think what they've done with the difficulty is excellent, and I hope that means that more people are willing to try a game like this, where you have a lot of control to make it easier, but I feel like the way that the scoring works, you could push it really far. Like, you have it's basically the sort of thing, it's like where the optimal thing for difficulty in games like this is like the hardest thing you can do gives you the best score, but you can also trend it towards way easier and just miss out on a lot of score. And I feel like this one is a really good system for that. On top of all, the extra modes and stuff as well, which, if arcade is the competition mode, if that's what they're considering to be the one for anybody posting top scores and stuff, then I wonder if they have like a leaderboard or something online. Not that I'm a score chaser, I just like shooting stuff, and I think the highlight for me is getting 1cc's and stuff. So maybe what I'll end up doing is at some point looking at how trying to figure out what a 1cc means for like what the difficulty is for an arcade mode 1cc, and learn what all the differences are, because apparently there's some sort of like it's like they say something like you can only purchase everything once and you can only charge it once, and I don't know exactly what that means. So we'll see. I think it might be something like you can only charge your supers once. Like you have a limited amount of bombs or something like that. I don't know.